Hi, it's Laura again. Um, so one of my hobbies is to draw buildings and draw rooms in a building. I haven't really completed an entire house yet because it's so big, but it's fun. So basically, what you do first is you write down a list of the different rooms you need. So this is where I want to stop and think for a moment. The rooms, the things you do are what the rooms are for. So, when buying a house, it's better to buy a house that suits all the functions you do, all the things you do. Like, if you're building your own house, don't build a house that's like most of the houses you see. I live in Iowa, and there's a lot of cookie cutter houses here. There's a lot of good houses that are not cookie cutter at all, but there is some that I dislike very much so because they don't serve all the functions for families in Iowa. It's people in Iowa live on farms. We, for the most part, we like to do things ourselves. We're very independent. We need to have houses that serve our daily needs. If you live on a farm, you need a place to take care of the produce that comes from the farm in the house, to wash it and to prepare it and stuff. You need like a big place for that. Um, you need a place for education. If you're going to be independent, even if you go to school, you need a place to practice school. And your room is okay, but don't you get sleepy when you walk in your bedroom? Like you get sleepy and you don't want to you don't want to stay awake when you're in that room and do schoolwork. So you need like a separate place for that. Just like going to the bathroom, okay? You go to the bathroom and immediately you have to pee or something. So it's like why would it be different for going to your bedroom? A lot of people do put a desk in their bedroom. Like I put a desk in my bedroom, but I don't have a house, so I can't put it anywhere else. But I'd much rather have a separate place to put my desk. Um, if you own a business or if you have anything to do with paperwork at all, you need a room for the paperwork. You need a room to fill out paperwork. Um, that would be an office. I just think that, okay, so most houses here, they have the standard living room, kitchen, dining room, bedroom, bathroom. Um, Sometimes you're lucky and you get a porch. Sometimes you're lucky and you get a second bathroom. Sometimes you're lucky and you get an extra space to prepare food and to take care of produce and stuff. But generally, you have to build that separately. And there's building codes, so it's a bunch of legal loopholes to go through, or whatever you call it. So I just think Iowans need to do better at building houses, especially for farmers. So, the function is the room. So, if you're going to build your own house, write down a list of all the things you do. Write down your hobbies. Write down what you need for those hobbies. If you do sewing, maybe have a separate sewing room. find out what it'll cost to add more onto your house. If you have a bunch of paperwork, find out everything that needs to go in that room. Like, do you need filing cabinets? Do you just need a laptop? Do you need a desk? Of course you need a desk. You need a printer, a lamp, possibly, or you need to put it by a window. There's also like safety issues I've noticed. Like some houses aren't built for fires. Like, I don't even know about the electricity and the wiring, but I do know that sometimes they put like windows in odd places, or they don't put a window or a door in a place where there should be one. Like if the room is a certain size, you should be able to go out the back way out of something, out of the room, like the Mayans. I don't know. It just like don't trap yourself in a big room. Like I think my room should have another door right there so I can get out instead of like in a fire. The fire's all over here and I can't get out. At least I have a window that's close to the ground, you know. But if it's up high and you don't have a door, a second door in your bedroom or a way out, you need that. You like need that. Or let's say there's a tornado and your house is in Iowa where there's tornadoes and you don't have a basement or a place to go to in a tornado. Like, what the hell? I don't know. It's like, why would you do that to yourself? Why would you do that to another person? Why would you build something like that and sell it, not have this proper safety things in mind, you know? It's like, take a look at weather patterns, take a look at, does this place have a lot of fires all of a sudden? Which direction would it come from? Like, what's the air pressure, the wind, what's like the snow quantity, the temperature? Do you need gas stove or do you need electric stove? What are the dangers of having a gas stove, like a gas leak that can cause a fire? What are the dangers of an electric stove, which are not really as bad as a gas stove? What about the water heater? Like, what all is going to happen with that? You don't need to worry about everything after you've solved the issue, you know? But there's certain safety things that you should know before you make a house. Like, I feel like people don't do that here as much as they need to. So the function is the room. What are some other rooms? Do you need a place to put accomplishments, like important legal papers? Is that room, do you need like a sub room off of your office to put in especially important information or junk mail or junk stuff that you might need later? But my rule is that if you don't need it within a certain time frame, you don't need it. Unless it's legal papers, then you might need that years down the line. You should keep certain papers. But if it's like a drawing or something, unless it's really good, you don't need to keep that. Unless it's from your kid or something, you don't need to keep that. I keep drawings from my siblings, but I don't keep every single drawing of my own because I don't need it. I just needed to practice the skill at the time so I can throw it away. Receipts. Receipts fade over time. I like to copy my receipts because the ink on the printer lasts longer than the ink on the paper of the receipt. So you need a place to put that if you do that. Beauty, hygiene, stuff like that. Your bathroom, you should have like more than one bathroom if the house is built for more than one person. honestly. And then it needs to be big enough. It's not supposed to be a powder room. Like, you need a bathroom, actually. Like, without water flowing throughout your environment, it clogs up. Just the same as in your body. If you don't have water between your stomach and your skin and your intestines flowing throughout, you don't, it gets clogged, it gets stuck together, and things are messy, and you die. So you need water throughout your house. So that bugs me when I see huge houses with one bathroom. It's like, what? Or just houses with 3 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms, and there's one bathroom. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense at all. Um, like, okay, here's my opinion. Master bedrooms aren't a luxury. They're a solution to a problem that exists in poor houses. Poor houses have problems. You need solutions to those problems. It's not just for rich people, it should be for everyone. You shouldn't just give rich people solutions to problems and not solve them for the poor people too. That's not right. um, it's just like phones for people. Like, if you are poor and you don't have a phone, how are you supposed to get a job? Like, if you take someone's phone away and they don't have a way of communication, how are they supposed to get a job? How are they supposed to not be poor anymore? Like, that is something they can do. They can get a phone. But you just don't take it away from them, It's like, it's a solution to a problem that's prevalent for everyone. And the problem is lack of communication. And if you have communication, you can get a job. If you have the solution to that problem, you can get a job. Like, one problem for me was I didn't have a car, so I got into a bad situation. Like, I wasn't able to communicate. I wasn't able to be an asset to other people. So if you make a home for someone, rich or poor, and it doesn't have everything that they need, and they're going into debt over this house that doesn't have everything they need, then they're going to end up in a bad place. Just logic. So be careful about the homes you buy. Have some standards for the homes you buy. I think that there are some other videos on YouTube that go into depth about don't buy a home that's like brand new, and don't buy a home that's like super old, like 100 years old, and the general thing is don't buy homes that have bad solutions to problems, or don't have a solution to a problem. Because a house is solving an issue. A house is solving the issue of being out in the sun all day. It's solving the issue of being in the rain. It's a health place. It's a place for you to go when you need to recover. It's a place for you to sleep. It's a place for you to eat. It's a place for you to get work done that you can't get done everywhere else. I think, for me, it's a place to store assets. So if you have a boat, you need a place for it. You need water for a boat, so you gotta get a house by the water, or at least have some separate place that has water. It's like you can't get one thing without the other. It's just, think about this. for me, when I clean my room, I notice I have a bunch of things that I don't need, like loose papers or tissues or something like that. It just gets scattered everywhere, and I just am like, okay, time to throw it away. Throw it away. You don't need it. If you don't use it, you don't need it. So sometimes you're like, oh, I'm clogging up the earth. It's trash and stuff. You're clogging up your house. You gotta put it somewhere else. So don't clog up your house. Fix those problems. Understand your house is like, it's not for trash. It's for functionality. It's for maintaining your life. It's for helping your life get better. A house is a huge blessing. Some people don't have a house. They have to learn other means of taking care of their needs, and it's not always the best solution to go without a house. So, okay, back to the assets thing. I got a sewing machine. I don't have a place for it. So I have to put it in a place that doesn't make sense. If I had a place for it, it'd be a whole lot better and the place would look nicer. If your place looks nice, your friends think you're well to do and you are put together. And let's say someone from a job goes over to your house and it's like all messy. Like, what's gonna happen? They're gonna be like, oh man, can I trust this person? Because they don't take care of themselves. So if you like have, I'm trying not to make this a worrisome thing, you know. Okay, if you have a place for everything, then it looks better and you do better in life. Okay, didn't make sense in some spots, but anyway, I hope you learned something. Sorry if I was kind of harsh. Um, I hope you do well and good luck. Done.